And we're back here at the stadium, and just probably a few minutes away here from the kickoff. We're still waiting for the players to come down onto the field. They're at the tunnel right now, and it looks like they're watching the video again that we just played for you. So we're just sitting here waiting. Just to let you know, at halftime we will be showing the band in its entirety performing on the field, so you can stick around for that. Again, the initial live stream for SportsZone Oklahoma. We're glad all of you can join us on YouTube. We've had some technical difficulties here in the booth tonight. One of those being that we don't really have access to internet here at the stadium. That's been a little bit of a problem. So we are going off of my phone's hotspot. So if the stream drops out, we do apologize. We'll do everything we can to keep things online if possible. But we are dealing with some of those technical difficulties tonight. Video just finished. The team is getting ready to come out on the field. Putnam City North Panthers are in the tunnel. Again, high school football, it's back. Week 2 here in Oklahoma. It's a little different. You got 25% capacity crowd tonight because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So not everybody can be here. Limited ticket sales. But we are bringing this to you live online so that you can try to be a part of this. And Piedmont's taking the field on the other side. Still waiting for the Panthers. They're going to be coming out here shortly. We are just about a minute and a half away from kickoff, and here come the Putnam City North Panthers taking the field. Of course, both teams with the American flag tonight, celebrating the anniversary, the memorial of September 11th. So our thoughts and prayers with all the family, the victim, and everybody impacted with the tragedy that took place 19 years ago in New York. Certainly something we will never forget. Again, thank you for joining us on YouTube, exclusively on YouTube. We are only about a minute away from kickoff. Of course, Carson Laverty, the head coach's son for Putnam City North, he is the starting quarterback this year. Played a pretty decent game last week against Putnam City Pirates, looking to extend that this week. Again, on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video if you like it, and as always, we always like to hear your comments, so don't forget to comment down in the comments section. The stream is also available live at svpmedia1.com. SVP Media was the producer of the intro video for Putnam City North. So the Panthers are going to kick off to start the game. We've got a couple guys. Johnny Jones back to receive, a junior for Piedmont. And we're about ready to get started here. Week 2, Oklahoma high school football. And a good kickoff to the right. Looks like Jones is going to take it. Up the middle, looking for a hole, and nice little pickup block there. He gets out to about the 21-yard line where the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 on their own 21. Here come the Wildcats. Brock Datar, the quarterback, the senior quarterback for the Wildcats. He's going to be, looks like he's lining up in the gun. Motion. He's going to give it up the middle and about a yard on the carry. Senior quarterback Joey Mars, my apology. Datar was the back there. Datar, the quarterback, number 14 for the Wildcats. Joey Mars, I'm sorry, the quarterback, number 14 for the Wildcats. Got two receivers down here to the wide side of the field. Taking the snap from under center. He gives it on that wing shot. Great tackle right there, number 1. That's Amari Normant with the tackle for the Panthers. Great pickup. Good read getting into the backfield. That's going to be a loss. Loss of about 5 on the play. 3rd and 13 coming up here for the Wildcats. Again, under center. Gives up the middle and is hit immediately in the middle of the field. There was nothing there. So Wildcats go 3 and out on their first possession. They're going to punt. 4th and 13 coming up, and we're going to see Carson Laverty and that Panther offense. Explosive Panther offense coming out here. So Piedmont is going to have their hands full tonight with this. Punts off. And Normant back there, fair catch. So that's going to bring up first down at about the 37-yard line for Putnam City North. So we'll get our first chance to see the Panther offense coming up here. It's also our first chance to check out this Piedmont defense. Again, in the backfield, Amarian Normant. He's a very explosive back. Out there you have Jeff Nawako. He's a senior wide receiver, about 6'8". Carson looking to pass on the first play. He scrambles out to the right. Going to get away and slide down at about the 42. Took a little bit of a shot there on the slide. No flags on the field. Looking at about 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Panthers. Jaden Davis, number 12, he's a senior for the Panthers. He's another one to watch out for, very explosive. Laverty barking out the signals. He's in the gun. Split out three receivers up top. Laverty gives the ball in the sweep. He keeps it. He fakes it, keeps it down low. And maybe a couple yards on that. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers. Laverty in the gun, 3 receivers up top. Got one down here, ISO. Coming across, he hits his receiver in the hands, number 15. He's off to the races, to the 40, to the 45, 30, almost the 31-yard line. That's Kayon Russell, the senior wide receiver with the catch, just screaming over the top.
That's Kayon Russell, the senior wide receiver with the catch, just screaming.
Laverty ready to take the snap. Give it again. This is Normant. He finds a hole up the middle to the 20. Oh, we got a flag on the play. He's up to the 18. This might be coming back. It looks like it might be a holding.
This might be coming back. It looks like it might be a holding.
So that one is actually coming back, holding on the call. Still going to get the first down, though, so it will be 1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Laverty looking over and getting the calls from the sideline. Got a quad, 2 receivers each side, stacked here on the bottom. Let's see if they run a corner route here. He's looking for him. It's a button hook route to number 23. That's Jaden Wembley, the senior, picks up a couple. 2nd 6 coming up. Second 6 for Laverty. He's got stacked down here at the same formation as the last play. He's going to give it up to Normant. He's going to pick up a few.
He's going to give it up to.
And we can see here on the replay,
Normant.
good strong legs.
He's going to pick up a few.
Keeping the pile moving. Again, Laverty. He's got 4 receivers. Looks like the same formation again, stacked here at the bottom. Quick bubble screen. And he's going to be knocked down for a no gain there. So short little bubble screen out here to the right side. That was to Keon Russell.
And he's going to be knocked down.
And brought down right away. Second 12, hand off to Normant, and third and 7 coming up for the Panthers. Laverty looking to throw. He's got a receiver over the middle. That should be a flag. Would have been holding there. Looked like Keon Russell was held coming over the middle, running that slant. No flags on the field. It's going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Panthers. It was a good route. Russell had the inside track there on that slant, but looked like the DB had his arm around his waist, but referees didn't see it. So we play on. 4th down, 4th and 8 coming up. Looks like the Panthers are going to go for it. Laverty ready to take the snap. Quad receivers all drew him off sides. It looks like we're going to have a penalty here. It won't bring up a first down, but that should be encroachment on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty and gives them a shorter field. So a little bit more manageable here to pick up the first down. Fourth and 3 coming up. We'll see what they have here. Keyshawn Denton in the backfield. He's a senior. Might see a little play action here. We got 4 receivers out again. He's looking for a quick throw. He's looking for the corner. He's got a receiver, and it's touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. That was Keon Russell, the senior, with the touchdown. So 14-yard touchdown pass from Laverty to Keon Russell. Extra point is no good. No good here. All right, so first possession for the Panthers, touchdown. They go up 6-0. Extra point no good. Great way to start off the night. Good pass for Laverty to the corner of the end zone. Keon Russell, definitely the senior to keep an eye on there. We'll be back right after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And we're back here at Putnam City North High School, where the Panthers take a 6-0 lead over the Piedmont Wildcats. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Panthers ready to kick off here. Again, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Please be sure subscribe, like the video, and always comment. We'll try to get back to you. The ball is off, and we'll see what happens here with the return. Left to the right, a little bit of a hole, and he's going to be brought down by number 2, J.D. Allen. The senior brings him down. That's going to bring up first down at about the 28-yard line. Actually going to spot it about the 27. About the 27-yard line. So bring up a 1st and 10. So we'll see what Piedmont can do here. They're lining up in that double wing. We got 2 receivers, 1 out each side. Motion and give up the middle. Nice little hole there. That's number 2, Wesley Morrison. He's a junior. Found a little bit of a hole there. 6-yard pickup. 2nd 4 coming up for the Wildcats. Motion. He's going to give up the middle, and he's stuffed immediately. Nowhere to go. Number 92, Jaleel Johnson, a junior, stuffs him right there. He's a defensive end. He's stuffs him right in the middle there, so nowhere to go. That's going to bring up a loss, so 3rd and 6 coming up for the Wildcats. Panthers looking for another 3 and out here. Line up double wing. 1 receiver to the bottom side. He goes in motion. Looking to give up the middle. The ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. And PC North says they have it. They do. That's a turnover. Putnam City North is going to take over with a short field. Wow. Great defensive effort right there for the Panthers. It just didn't get the handoff. It looked like the quarterback, Joey Mars, was just a little bit confused, and when he went to give the ball off, it was just there was nothing there. The Panthers were in the backfield and turnover. So it's just something that Piedmont can't afford to have tonight is turnovers out here. So Carson Laverty and the Panthers looking to take advantage of this real quick, leading 6-0. 5:09 left in the first quarter. Got 4 receivers out again. Looks like he's giving it up the middle. Yep, that's he's going to gain a couple yards. That's J.D. Allen, the senior, with a couple, and they're going to go quick. No huddle here. .446 to go, first quarter. We got 3 receivers down low, 1 up top. ISO up top. And Laverty's looking out here to the flats. He hits number 7. That's going to be Andre Williams. He's a sophomore. It's going to a couple-yard loss on the play. Laverty looked to the left and didn't have anything. He progressed through his reads, found Williams in the flat, and there was just nowhere to go. Piedmont, great job reading that and coming up and making the tackle. So that brings up 3rd and 10, 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Laverty's dropped back to pass. He's looking. He steps up. He's going to find a hole, nice hole up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7. It's going to bring up 4th down, short field. You expect the Panthers to go for it here. Nice pickup by Laverty. He was reading. The defense didn't give him anything long, so he just stepped up and took off. Good Good job by Laverty there. Okay, fourth and 5 coming up. We're going to have Laverty's going to be looking to throw on this one. He's got J.D. Allen in the backfield with him. Keon Russell down here low. He steps off the line. Wembley moves up. Laverty looking to throw. He's got a man. He's going to throw. He hits Russell, and Russell is going to be down. He's right at the marker. It looks like he may have the first down. He does. That's going to be first down Panthers on the 6-yard pass complete to Keon Russell. New set of downs for the Panthers. 3:08 to go, first quarter. Panthers lead 6-0, knocking on the door, looking to put another 6 on the board. Very efficient so far tonight for Putnam City North Panthers. Laverty's got 2 receivers stacked down low, and he's looking for a quick out. That's Heath has him. He cuts inside, and he's down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. That's Jaden Wembley. First and 4. I guess they're marking it first and 4. First and 3. First and 3. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Panthers looking to add another score. Laverty gives off. It's touchdown. Touchdown Panthers. Let's check that out again. Mari Durant
gives
with
off.
Up the middle.
It's
Great
touchdown.
job for the
Touchdown.
Panthers. They get another 6 on the board. So the Panthers looking to add the extra point. So they can't get the extra point on the bad snap. Panthers still up 12-0, 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Piedmont getting in a hole early. Going to have to find something here as we wind down the first quarter. Just very tough to stop that Panther offense. I mean, they're just very explosive. They got talent all over the field. Piedmont a little bit limited with its offense running that double wing. So we're going to have to see what they can come up with here. Panthers set to kick off again. Kicking it off to the right side of the field, and there's going to be a return here. Let's see if they can fill the hole. Couple of good blocks there. He cuts back, and he's going to get up to about the 18. Mark him down at the 18-yard line, so that's where the Wildcats will take over first and 10. 2:13 left in the first quarter. So here come the Wildcats. Let's see if they can get something started here. In the hole 12-0. Lining up the double wing. We have a motion and give up the middle. And he's going to be down for just a couple of yards. Can't see who the number is there. 15? 16. That's Brock Datar, running back. He's a senior. So he gets a couple there. Maybe one. Second 9 coming up. Ball in the 19, 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Double wing. See if they, and he's looking to throw, and he's hit as he throws, intercepted, and he's going to return it up the sideline and out of bounds at about the 16 or 17-yard line. That's going to be Landon Fonzie, a sophomore, number 25. Excuse me, that's number 28. Hunter Birmingham, my fault. That's a senior linebacker with the pick. So Laverty and the offense come back out. Short field again. Turnovers just really hurting Piedmont right now. You just can't do that with when you're playing a team the level of Putnam City North with all that talent that they have. Really hard for them if they don't have much of a passing game to try to get something going here against that defense. So Laverty, he's got a back behind him. Probably going to go conservative. No, he's going to throw. He's looking to throw. He's got a man up the left side. And, he can't hang on to it. That was number 3, Jeff Nwanko, the senior, 6'8 senior. And he could not hold on to it. So, a little bit of a missed opportunity because he had his man. And number 4, that's Dakota Warrior for Piedmont. He's limping out there. Looked like he might have twisted his ankle or something. They're going to replace him. Looks like he's being replaced by Wesley Morrison. So let's see what. And Laverty hands off. The give is, he's cut back. The give was to Keyshawn Denton, the senior running back. He gets down to about the 10. We're going to have, that's going to bring up third down. And about 3. Minute left to go in this first quarter. Putnam City North just dominating so far, up 12-0. Not in a hurry here. And Laverty gives, again, cut outside, and he's wrapped up, and he's going to lose some yardage right there. That's number 4, Keyshawn Denton. So we're going to lose a few there. It's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like the Panthers are probably going to let the clock run out here and talk about it. We'll switch to the other end of the field. They might run a play here. Yep, they're going to let the clock run out, and we're going to move to the other side of the field. All right, back here at Putnam City North High School, Panthers leading 12-0. We flip the field. We're getting ready to start the second quarter here. Short field for the Panthers. Laverty, Keyshawn Denton in the backfield. And, of course, Kayon Russell out there. Jeff Nwanko. And Laverty looking to throw. He's got up to the corner, and he's got a receiver out there. And that's Nwanko. Touchdown, Panthers.
receiver out there, and that's Nwankwo, touchdown,
So touchdown for the Panthers. That's going to put them up 18 to nothing here in the second quarter. First play of the second quarter, a touchdown to Jeff Nwankwo, the senior. They say 6'8". He's pretty tall. Again for the extra point. And the kick is up. And it's good. So this one quickly getting out of hand. Panthers up 19-0 in the second quarter, 11:54 to go. It's just been all Panthers, and as of right now, Piedmont Wildcats, they just don't have an answer for that offense. And as far as the Wildcat offense goes, I mean, their playbook has pretty much been try to run up the middle, and that's quickly becoming something they're not going to be able to do. So they're going to have to try to get one of those wing backs on a sweep onto the outside and get some space and try to outrun one of those linebackers, where they're going to have to find a way to throw the football. And, of course, you know, the one time we've seen them attempt that was an interception, which the Panthers turned into points. So right now, it's just kind of a question mark for Piedmont. What can they do to get this game back under control? They've got to find a way to stop that Panther offense and get their offense running, and they're going to get a chance right here. Ball's kicked off to the left side. It's a deep kick, and he's got a little bit of running room, and lanes are closing down, and he's being pursued, and he's going to be brought down about the 21. A flag on the play. Flag on the play. We'll have to see what the flag was for. Have to see what this flag is. That's going to be holding on Piedmont, so I'm going to back them up even further. And they're just shooting themselves in the foot here with penalties, turnovers, and Putnam City North has taken advantage of it. So let's see what they can muster up here. They've got a receiver split out on either side. Again, back in the wing. They got two backs lined up the wings off with a fullback. Goes in motion. And he gives again to the fullback up the middle for just a couple of yards. So second, and looks like they're going to give them 6 yards on the play. So 2nd and 4 coming up. That's a give. Number 2 up the middle. He's got a first down. Wesley Morrison with the first down carry up the left side. Finds a little bit of a hole. So Piedmont musters a first down here. Let's see if they can keep things moving. 11-11 to go in the second quarter. Panthers up 19-0 right now. Double wings again. Motion. And quickly nowhere to go. Just the PC North Panthers just in the backfield. Riley Edwards, the senior, leading the charge, and there was just nowhere to go. That play is developing way too slow for Piedmont. They're trying to get something going, but the footwork seems a little off. The play looks slow. This double wing formation, they call it the jet series or jet formation. something that I used to coach back in the day when I coached high school football, and it has to be quick. Like, it's quick moving. Again, there was a fake handoff, quarterback keep, and it looked like the ball was loose, and PC North has it again. Another turnover for Putnam City North. The fumble on it looked like a fake handoff to the fullback, and the quarterback just lost it. And again, Putnam City North with a short field after another turnover by the Wildcats. So Laverty in that offense, getting another crack, another short field, and Piedmont just shooting themselves in the foot right now. So here we go. Laverty in that offense, again, short field. He hands off, left side, and he was down. He lost the ball. Oh, it looks like he's injured. That's going to be Keyshawn Denton with the carry coming up, and he's hobbling off the side. So you hate to see that. A flag also on the field. We'll have to see what that penalty was. Tried to get him to the outside. He bounced out, and there's just nowhere to go. So we'll bring up second down for the Panthers unless, and it's being marked off. So it looked like it might have been a holding penalty there. So that short field becoming a little bit longer for the Panthers right now. So we'll have to see what they dial up here. 1st and 20 is what they're showing on the board. Laverty back to throw. He's got one over the middle, and that's complete to Jaden Wembley, the senior. And Putnam City's going to go quick. The North is going to go quick here. No huddle. Line up. Four receivers out there. Laverty looking to throw again. He's making the reads. He's going to take off up the right side. He doesn't have – pitches it, and that's Normant, who spins back and is going to get up to about the 20, 21. So there was nothing there for Laverty. He drops back. He went through his progression. Nothing there. He takes off, decides to flip it out to Normant, and there was just nothing there. Great pursuit by Piedmont's defense to stop that because initially there was a hole there, and it looked like Laverty might have some room to run. So it's going to bring up third down, 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Ball's on the 21. Laverty looking to throw, left side, over the middle, incomplete. Jeff Nwinkwo was his target over the middle. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers, and it looks like we might be getting a field goal attempt coming out here. And they are going to try to kick it. So he's got an extra point earlier tonight, had another extra point hit the upright. It was no good. So looks like a 31-yard field goal attempt. There's the snap. It was a little high, and the kick was low, hit him in the back, and it's scramble for the ball, but no good. So turnover for the first time tonight. Piedmont's been able to keep Putnam City out of the end zone. And so with 8:36 left to go in the second quarter, the Wildcats will take over on offense at about the 24. So we're just going to hold it right here. 8:36 to go, second quarter. So definitely, if there's any weakness in this Panther team right now, you could say it's the kicking game on special teams. That about the only weak spot so far tonight for the Panthers. So here we go, motion, give us up the middle again, and there's nowhere to go. I mean, the Panther defense just stuffs the middle. maybe a half a yard gain on that. They'll probably give him a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. And Piedmont is just nowhere to go for them. That defense for the Panthers, those guys up front really making it tough for Piedmont tonight. You got number 55, David Bruce, out there. He's a senior. Number 27 is Riley Edwards, a senior. And that kid can hit. He can put one on you. All right, so Piedmont with the ball again, running that jet formation. Give up the middle again, maybe a couple of yards. And he's going to get 2 on that one. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Also for the Putnam City Panthers, number 92 out there, Jaleel Johnson, the junior. He's here on this left side, lined up defensive end, being really disruptive up front. It's just hard for Piedmont to get a push. And the give again, the quarterback's going to keep. He finds a little bit of a hole. He's going to get up there to about the – yeah, it's close. That's close. The referees are signaling first down. So first down for Piedmont. They move the chains. 7:08 to go in the second quarter. Ball's going to be just short of the 35-yard line. Again, we want to remind everybody, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and also comment. And stay tuned to halftime so we watch the band perform Piedmont Motion. He gives to the fullback, number 2. There was a little bit there. Looks like he's going to pick up. They're going to give him 5. So that's number 2. That's Wesley Morrison with the carry. He's a junior. 5'11 junior. So 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 40. Clock continues to run. 6:18 to go in the second quarter. Piedmont just looking to get something on the board. They really need a score before halftime to stay in this. Got a receiver down here low. Fullback, we got a motion. He's going to give to the fullback. He spins and maybe 1 yard. That's Morrison again with the carry. He found a little bit of a hole on the left side there, but was quickly brought down for a 1-yard gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. Piedmont lines up. 3rd and 4 on the 41-yard line. 5:26 to go in the second quarter. Double wing. No motion this time. Give up the middle to the fullback quarterback. He was going to try to flip it out on look like an option, but he had no time. He just drilled in the backfield. Absolutely no push up front for Piedmont on their offensive line, and the Panthers were just right there in his face. I mean, there is no time for him to do anything back there. So they're going to punt. Piedmont's lining up to punt. Looks like we got Riley Powell, a senior, back here. And the other one out there is Amarian Normant to receive. He'll be on the short side. Probably going to kick away from Normant. And they kick it right to him, actually. So he's going to get away. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And 4:35 to go in the second quarter. Panthers are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line. So for the first time in a while, Panthers have a field that they're going to actually have to go down the field a little bit. Not going to get that short field this time. So still plenty of time on the clock. 4:35 to go. Plenty of time for Laverty and this quick strike offense to get some more points on the board. So Piedmont right now unable to score on that possession. They really need to keep the Panthers out of the end zone. They need to have some kind of momentum to talk about going into halftime. So Laverty in the gun. He's got 3 receivers down here, 1 up top in ISO coming across the middle. That is Russell over the middle and a couple of yards. He'll get a couple of
Middle,
yards
that
on that one. So he comes over the middle and catches.
Russell over the middle.
And it's going to be dragged out of bounds.
And couple of
bounds. Clock continuing to run. Got two receivers down here on the bottom side. That's going to be Williams. Williams and Nwakwo down low. Looking to Williams. Williams catches it on the button hook, and he'll just get the first down. So that goes out to the 42-yard line. Great catch there by Williams. So the chains are going to move again. 3:47 to go in the second quarter. Putnam City ahead 19-0. Single receiver up top. Got two down here. Got a wing. Give is going to be to the left side. There's a little bit of running room. He's going to be out, maybe a 5-yard gain. That's going to be J.D. Allen on the carry. Knocked out of bounds. He's going to get a break. Second, they're going to call it 2nd and 6 coming up. 3:08 to go, second quarter. Laverty in the gun. He's going to give it again, this time to Denton. And looks like no gain. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Clock continues to run, 2:28 to go in the second quarter. Panthers doesn't look like a sense of urgency to try to get another score in the end zone. Looks like they're just kind of going to be content. Now, I say that, and I bet Laverty's going to drop back and throw one here. We got 3rd and 6 here. Got 4 receivers split out, and defense jumps. So another penalty for the Piedmont Wildcats, and that's going to give Putnam City North 5 more yards, and that should bring up a 4th and 1, or 3rd and 1. So Panthers are not changing the formation, still 4 wide. Laverty back to throw. Looks like a screen to Nwakwo, but Piedmont read that quickly. They moved up there, and that was number 11 for Piedmont. Johnny Jones quickly sniffing that one out. And it looks like we have a penalty. I missed that one. It looks like we had a penalty on the play. 5-yard penalty, probably a holding. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 again after the penalty. So that last play meant nothing. So Laverty back. He's got 2 receivers up top. He's got 3 receivers up top. And the Nwakwo here at the bottom. He's got out in the flats. That's Williams in the flats, and he's going to move up, and more flags. More handkerchiefs out on the field. So we're going to have to see what the flag is here. That was to Andre Williams. He was trying to make some moves and pick up a first down. All right, 4th and 4 coming up for the Panthers. Punt team out on the field. Riley Powell back to punt, number 18. Powell also the backup quarterback. He's a senior. Powell with the punt. And out of bounds out there at about the 25-yard line. So Piedmont is going to take over in their own side of the field, 25-yard line. We have 1:31 to go in the second quarter. PC Panthers still lead 19-0.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North, Piedmont with the ball on the 25. 1:31 to go in the second quarter. Looks like quarterback's going to keep up the right side. He cuts back, finds a little bit of a hole. He's close to the first down. Levi Davis, the senior quarterback, keeping it. He gets the first down, so Piedmont able to move the chains. 120 to go in the second quarter. Clock is still moving. Under center again, wing to the left, going to give up and maybe a yard. That looks like number 16, Brock Tatar with the carry for Piedmont. It's going to get maybe one. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeout Piedmont. 52 seconds to go in the second quarter. Piedmont trailing 19-0. They want to talk about it. They have a long ways to go here. The ball's on the 39, so, if they're thinking score, they're going to have to put the ball in the air. And so that's probably what they're talking about right now. But at the same token, they don't want to turn the ball over. I mean, they've had, I believe, 3 turnovers tonight. They all resulted in Panther touchdowns. They just can't afford another turnover this late in the first half. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Again, 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Just a reminder, coming up at halftime, we are going to show you the band in their entirety. We're not going to be talking through that. So any parents out there watching this stream, stay tuned for that. Check out the band. All right, teams are coming back out on the field. We'll see what Piedmont does here. They've got a receiver. Looks like they got 2 receivers out left. And they have 2 wings, 2 wing backs. Still in that jet formation. Motion. Fullback up for about 3 yards. Looks like Wesley Morrison, number 2. So, third down again. We have another timeout. 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. We're going to hold it right here. Again, folks, thanks for joining us on YouTube. If you haven't already, we would ask you to please subscribe to the channel, SportsZone Oklahoma. Give us a like for this live stream, and at the same time, please comment on the stream to let us know what you think. And we love all the fans out there, and thank you for everybody who is watching. Piedmont's coming back out here on the field. 45 seconds to go in this first half. Let's see what Piedmont has. They have 3 receivers lined up right now. We got a wing on the left side. No motion this time. Quick pitch out to the fullback who puts it on the ground. He fumbled it, but he got it right back. A good bounce came right back to him. So he puts it on the turf, but able to get it back. It's number 2, Wesley Morrison. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for Piedmont. So they're going to have to punt. 41 seconds to go in the half. And they're going to have to give it back to the Panthers. Special thanks to everybody at Piedmont North High School, Coach Ryan Laverty, the whole crew for making it possible for us to be able to bring this live stream to you. Again, COVID-19 changing the landscape of high school football this year, only allowing a 25% capacity here. People mandatory to wear a mask in the stadium. They have to social distance. But all that being said, we're still here under the Friday night lights, and it's great that we're able to play high school football this season. So thank you for everybody to make that happen. And for those of you who can't be here, we are glad that you can join us online for this live stream of this game. We will be here again next week as the Putnam City North Panthers host the Putnam City West team. So, again, tune in next week right here at SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube to watch that game. 41 seconds to go in the first half, and Piedmont back to punt. High snap. Almost. There might be a penalty here. Nope, no flag on the field. Looked like it might have been a running into the kicker, but the referees let it go. No flags. It's going to be dead down there at about the 16-yard line. So Panthers are going to get the ball with 29 seconds to go, and you just have to think they're probably just going to run a couple plays, run that clock out, get into the locker room at halftime, kind of enjoy what they've done this first half. Very few mistakes other than the kicking game. Had an extra point that was kicked low and blocked, and then you had another one that hit the upright. So that's something that the Panther coaching staff can work on this week. But other than that, it hasn't been not a lot of negative plays for the Panthers, and very few penalties in this game so far. So pretty clean game for the first half. Laverty takes a snap. He's going to hand it off and shoots up the middle. That is Normant. Big hole up there for a 9-yard gain. Second 9 coming up for the Panthers. Clock will start on the referee's signal. It looks like we might have a timeout here. So 21 seconds to go in the second quarter. Putnam City up 19-0. And we're going to hold it right here through the end of the half. All right, PC North heading back out on the field. And here we go, Laverty back there to take the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's looking up the middle. He's going to take off. He's got plenty of running room, but he's going to pull up and throw it into a crowd, and it was just a jump ball, and kind of lucky that wasn't picked off. Surprising that's a mistake that comes with being a young quarterback who hasn't had a lot of snaps as a starter. There was nobody there. He stepped up in the pocket, and he had 15 yards to run, and instead he pulled up and threw a jump ball into a crowd that could have been picked off. So that's one of those the coaches are going to look at on the game film, and they're just going to advise that young man not to do that again. Take off and get the first down when you have a chance. So 3rd and 1 coming up. He's going to hand the ball up the middle. That's Normant. Cut back. Plenty of running room up to the 41-yard line. Great run by Normant. So 7 seconds to go in the first half here coming up. Normant gashing up the middle, and they're going to try to run another play. Clock is running down, and they get the snap off. Laverty looking to throw up the right side. He's got a man, and it will be out of bounds, incomplete, and that will bring an end to the first half. That pass intended for Kion Russell. So into the first half, the Panthers lead the Piedmont Wildcats 19-0. We will be right back here in just a few minutes with the band, so stick here with us, and we will be right back here to Putnam City North High School. And welcome back here to Putnam City North High School. About 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. They added a little bit more time to the clock. Both teams out here warming up on either side of the field. Putnam City North Panthers lead 19-0 over the Piedmont Wildcats. Some interesting. It was an interesting first half. Really surprising that the lead is only 19-0. It was a struggle for Piedmont most of the first half to get anything going. They did manage to pick up some first downs later in the game, but a struggle nonetheless. Their defense had a hard time containing Carson Laverty and that explosive offense for Putnam City North. We'll have to wait and see what they do here in the second half. I'm sure the Piedmont coach is in there talking about some adjustments, what they need to do to come out here and put some points on the board. They were coming off a big win last week against El Reno. I'm sure these players came in here tonight thinking that they were going to be able to match up with Putnam City North, but as of right now, it just hasn't happened for them. And I think they've got to find a way to get some space. They got to find a way to get out on the edge if they're going to continue to run the ball, and they're going to have to find a way to complete some passes. They don't have to have the long ball down the middle of the field, but they're going to have to find a way to move the football. So we're going to see what happens here. Minute 15 right now. They are both teams heading towards the sidelines, so we're about ready to start the third quarter coming up. And the clock continuing to count down. About a minute left. So we're here getting ready to start out. Thank you again for everybody joining us on YouTube. We really appreciate everybody that's watching us live. Thank you for please like the video. Please, I guess I'm looking at the comments right now. Great filming, replay, not so much. Yeah, I apologize for that. This is our first live stream. I had the replay set at 8 seconds, and it wasn't long enough, so I've changed that for the second half. So let's see if I can get the replay a little bit quicker. I do apologize for that. The sound, yeah, we have actually we're getting our sound from another source, and sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. I do apologize. We'll try to get all these bugs fixed for next week. Again, Putnam City North will be hosting Putnam City West next week. You will be able to tune in right here at SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube and watch that game. Again, the problems we are having some technical difficulties, and I do apologize for that. We will try to get all that fixed for next week. But we are really glad to have all you guys sticking with us through all this. So third quarter about to begin. Putnam City North will get the football, and we're going to see what happens here. Let's see what kind of adjustments Piedmont's been able to make in the locker room. And let's see if we have a competitive second half coming up here. Again, we want to thank everybody who's made this possible for us, and I want to give a special thanks to the cameraman, Booney Tomlinson, here with me in the booth for his great camera work. Great job, Booney. And we're glad to be here and to bring you high school football under the lights during a very unusual, very turbulent 2020. So kickoff about to happen, and kicking it off down the right side of the field. Looks like we're going to have a return at the goal line. He's bringing it back. And he's got a lane, but looks like, did we have a flag? He's going up the right side, out. He breaks it loose up the sideline to the 30. Can he knock him out? And he's knocked out about the 22-yard line. And I'm looking. I don't see any flags. I thought I saw a flag thrown out there, but I don't see one. Yep, there are. We have flags all the way back at the 10-yard line, 5-yard line. So this is coming back. So a great return by Keyshawn Denton, but it's coming back. It's all for naught. So penalties hurt, and this one is the big one for the Panthers. 11:46 to go in this third quarter. So definitely a long field for the Panthers coming up. 95 yards to get to the end zone. So here we go. Laverty in the gun. And he's going to give up the middle. And there's a lane in left side, and he punches it through to about the 8-yard line. Looked like he was going to have a big old hole there, but it just closed up pretty quick. That was J.D. Allen. So Panthers keep it on the ground safely. When you're this close to your own end zone, you don't want to do anything to turn the ball over or, certainly not give up a defensive touchdown here. So Laverty back to throw. He's looking up. He steps up. He's got some room. He's going to keep it up the field. He's still running. Slides down at the 15-yard line, and that will be a first down for the Panthers. So Laverty.
Field. He's still running. Slides down at the 15-yard line.
That's what you teach your quarterback. You don't want to have him take any unnecessary risks, and certainly with a sophomore quarterback, you want to keep him available. So he's in the gun again. He gives up the middle. This is Norment. He cuts back, and he's going to be stuffed. He can't get loose, and there might have been a turnover. Was the ball loose? Yes. The fumble. Norment fumbles the ball. Piedmont recovers on their own 9-yard line. Be 1st and 10, 1st and goal for the Piedmont Wildcats. This is exactly what they needed to get back in this game. Now they need to find a way to punch it in the end zone so they can get on the scoreboard here. But certainly not what you want for Putnam City North out of your running back. You always got to teach them, secure that ball, wrap with both hands. Don't let them strip that ball out of your hand. Unfortunately for Norment, he couldn't hold on to it. So defense out on the field a little bit earlier than expected for the Panthers, and we'll see what the Wildcats have up their sleeves here. First and goal, double wing, wide receiver to the right side. Motion, and he's going to give up the middle to the right side for maybe a couple. Wesley Morrison. And I know, Piedmont wants to be safe here as well, but they've got to get in the end zone. They've got to find something. And that running up the middle has not really worked for them tonight at all. And I don't know if it's going to work. There's just PC North is too big up front. They're getting too much push inside, and I'm not sure that Piedmont's going to be able to get this ball in the end zone by continuing to run up the middle. But we'll see what happens here. Double wing. Morrison in the backfield. Motion. And quarterback is going to keep – no, it was off to the right. The sweep outside, and nothing happening out there. Putnam City North, a lot of speed, and Piedmont just really no answer for it right now. So it's going to lose a couple on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 11. So if they got any pass plays in their playbook that they're saving, they need to bring them out right now because they need to find a way to get this ball in the end zone. 9:35 to go in the third quarter. Two backs in the backfield. Quarterback keep, cuts up inside, and there's just nothing there. Stopped by number 33, Hayden Thornton, junior linebacker. And Levi Davis just nowhere to go on that. Putnam City North really fast. Closing speed, they get in there. So that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 8. They got the kicking team out, so Piedmont looking to get at least a field goal on the board. The kick is up, and it is good. So Piedmont gets on the board with 8:48 to go in the third quarter. Piedmont gets a field goal after the Putnam City North turnover on the Norment fumble. And when we come back, that's going to be Putnam City's going to get the ball back again. But Piedmont gets on the board, trailing by 16. So we'll be back right after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, where the Panthers lead 19-3 after the Piedmont field goal. Just want to remind you we're streaming here at SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Like the video, and always comment. We'd love to see your comments. Also, if you're a college football fan, go check out In the Red Zone exclusively on YouTube for all of your college football news and Sean and Mike's picks every week, predictions against the spread for college football fans. That's In the Red Zone on YouTube. Piedmont getting ready to kick off here. And he kicks it deep. Looks like it's going to bounce. We're going to have a return. And finds a big hole up the left side, and he's still up, still on his feet, and he's going to be down at about the 37-yard line. That's Keyshawn Denton on the return, the senior, giving the Panthers some good field position to start their possession here in the third quarter. 8:39 to go in the third. So Carson Laverty and the Panthers looking to get their first points in the second half. Panthers with Kion Russell down here on the bottom side. He's got tight coverage, but it looks like the DB's playing him on the outside. Maybe a quick slant here we'll see what Laverty is going to give the ball to Normant. He tries to break it outside, and he's stopped for a loss. Similar to the play he fumbled on just a little bit ago. So Normant trying to bust it loose on the outside, nowhere to go. Going to be about a 5-yard loss for the Panthers. Going to bring up 2nd and 16. That was a 6-yard loss. Laverty back in the gun. He's looking to throw. He's got a guy on the outside, and he just steps out of bounds. That's Kion Russell. So Russell gets the quick grab. He's got good hands. Russell is a great receiver out there. Catches almost everything that's thrown to him, so he's a prime target for Laverty. Russell down here, ISO'd on the bottom side. Laverty looking to throw. He's looking for him again, and he looks over the middle and just overthrows him. So Russell was open. He had a step on his man. Laverty couldn't get the ball there. Looked like there might have been just a little bit of pressure in Laverty's face as he tried to throw that. So the ball just a little bit high, sails it a little bit. Those are just little things that he'll pick up on as his career progresses. Lot of talent there for Carson Laverty. Laverty back to throw again, looking to throw. He's got pressure. He steps outside, still looking. He's going to scramble, and he's just going to jump out of bounds. He keeps his tiptoes up the sideline, gets a few more yards before he's knocked out of bounds. Great moves by Laverty there. When it looks like he's just going to kind of step out, just get what they give him, and then he keeps it inside and picks up a few more yards. So great run by Laverty. Got 3 receivers up top. Russell ISO'd on the bottom. He cuts across the inside. Carson looks for him, and it just I think Russell could have had that one, honestly. It didn't look like he tried with 2 hands for that one. He was wide open over the middle. Laverty had some pressure in his face, but Russell was open, and the ball was there. I mean, that's the catch you got to make. Somebody of Russell's talent, you got to make that catch. This is a kid that has got some colleges looking at him, and those are plays you have to make. Laverty look for the quick throw. He finds Russell again on the bubble screen inside, and Russell breaks loose inside, gets up to the 20, and that's going to be another first down. Great job by Carson Laverty. Pressure in his face. He finds Russell there, able to pick up the first down. Great job by the PC North Panthers there. Marching the football down the field, knocking on the door. They got the ball at the 20. 7:21 to go in the third quarter. Panthers looking to put another one on the board here right now. Laverty back to throw, looking, reading his progression. He's got a man over the middle, and he just overthrows him. That was Tice Mythen, that's a senior wide receiver, had him over the middle, and he was open. He just couldn't get the ball quite there. So for Laverty, that looks like you're throwing into a little bit of traffic from his point of view. But he had his receiver open. He had a step on his man. So I'm sure that's another one that when he goes back and watches that game film, he'll wish he had dropped that shoulder and put that ball in the money. Back in the gun again. 4 receivers out for the Panthers. Laverty looking to throw again. He has Russell on the outside, and he's going to be forward progress stop at about the 7. Oh, it looks like they're going to mark him out at like the 11. I thought he had the ball with forward progress stopped around the 7, but that a little bit of – let's see where they spot that. We have a flag on the field. It's against Piedmont. I missed the call. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but we do have a penalty on the field against the Piedmont Wildcats. But Russell, prime wide receiver for the Panthers. I mean, this kid's got a lot of talent. I believe he this is only his second year playing football. I believe his first year was last year. So, all right, they're bunched up. Panthers are bunched up here. Laverty gives the ball, sweep around the right side, and in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. It's number 22, Tice Mythen.
Bunched up here. Laverty gives the ball.
Check out the sweep right
around
here.
The right side.
Around the inside, cuts up the hole.
The touchdown.
Great job by the Panthers putting another one on the board. Lining up for the extra point. And the kick is good. So with 6:55 left in the third quarter, Panthers moving the ball down the field, able to get another one in the end zone. They leave 26-3 over the Piedmont Wildcats. After the touchdown by Tice Mythen, the senior wide, they have him listed as a wide receiver. So great job by him. He just found the hole, good eyes, good moves up the right side, and he gets in the end zone. So a bigger mountain to climb for Piedmont. They got to figure out something to do. We're about halfway through this third quarter, and just know, other than the turnover down there that led to the field goal, Piedmont just hasn't had much success on defense against this Panther offense. Panthers ready to kick off. And kickoff coming up here. Going to kick it deep. We're going to have a return coming up. He's looking up the right side, and there's a hole there up the right side. He's loose to the 50 and knocked out of bounds, saved by the kicker. And we have a flag came in late here. We'll have to see what this flag is for. But a good return for Piedmont. This is exactly what they need. They need some kind of life, something to get them back in this football game. Have to see what this flag is. Got a personal foul that's going to go against the Panthers. So, not sure if it's not real sure what he called there. It is a personal foul. So, it had to have been a late hit or something that took place to cause that penalty. But that's going to give the Wildcats even more yardage. They're going to start at the 24-yard line. So a short field for Piedmont right here. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Motion. going to give it up the middle for a couple of yards. Doesn't look like he got much there. Wesley Morrison, the running back. So clock will continue to run. We're down to 6:25 to go in third quarter. Davis under center. He's got two backs behind him. He's running the option. He's going to pitch, and he's got some room. He cuts up inside and down to about the 11-yard line. So that's going to be number 11, Johnny Jones, the junior running back, getting the pitch from Davis, finding a few yards. And Piedmont moving the ball a little bit here. So that's going to give them a first down on the 12. So they can still get a first down. They don't have to go for the end zone, these four plays. They're going to have 4 downs plus another 4 if they can get a first down. So no rush here for them. Davis under center. And it's going to – it's a fumble. Ball's on the ground, scooped up. And the Panthers are returning it. It's coming up the sideline, and he's going to be down at the 45-yard line. Hunter Birmingham, the linebacker, senior linebacker, with the scoop after the fumble. And just a great play for the Panthers.
Down at the 45-yard line. Hunter.
I was a little bit late to the replay. I apologize for that. But either way, the Panthers with the ball on their own 45-yard line. And Piedmont just shooting themselves in the foot again. Another turnover. Looked like he was trying to maybe fake to the fullback and was going to pitch. Either way, the ball squirts out, and they lay it on the ground again. A scoop for Hunter Birmingham, and he's off to the races up the sideline. And now Carson Laverty and the offense back out on the field. And Laverty gives up to the left side and kind of hitting the hole, maybe a 1-yard gain there. So it looks like a 1-yard gain here. .450 to go in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. PC North absolutely not in a hurry. Going to run some clock here. Just kind of use up that play clock. Got 2 receivers down here low. Laverty's going to give the ball again up the left side, and he's going to get about 3. And that is going to be Riley Edwards, the senior running back. And Edwards had a heck of a run in their scrimmage earlier this year against Edmond North and just ran over some guys. And the kid can hit. He's a baller, that's for sure. Laverty in the shotgun, looking to throw up the left side. Has Nwakwo. And it's going to be right at the sticks. So, and the official motioning to move the sticks, so they're going to give him the first down. So Laverty finds Jeff Nwakwo over on the side. He's another dangerous target. He's listed as 6'8", and is, with that kind of height and his ability, he's going to be able to out-jump most people who's out there guarding him. Laverty looks outside again, finds a guy on the cut. We have look like a flag down on the field. If it stands, it's a first down. We'll have to see what that flag is. I saw a flag fly in there right in the area where you would expect holding. So the completion was to number 19. We don't have him listed on our roster, so I'm not sure who that is. But either way, the ball, it's coming back anyway after the penalty. So North with a longer field here, 1st and 22. Laverty back to throw. Looks over the middle, has a guy complete in the middle of the field at about the 50. And that's going to be number 23, John Wembley. He's a senior. So Laverty's been spreading the ball around to different receivers. A lot of guys getting in the action tonight. Several guys in the backfield getting their hands on the ball. He's in the gun again. 4 wide, looking to throw. Over the middle. Oh, man. And he had Wembley again, and Wembley there was nobody around him, but he just didn't look back for the ball in time. The ball just kind of looked like it hit him in the hip. But he had room to run. If he had caught that ball, he had room to run. That was a good read by Laverty, finding him over the middle. They just couldn't connect on that one. But an opportunity that they'd like to have back, they'll see that one on the field, and they'll see what happened. All right, we got 4 wide out again. Russell down here on the bottom. Laverty taking off the left is going to get caught from behind, and that's number 44. James McGuire, he's a junior, 6'2" junior for Piedmont. On the tackle, he gets Laverty behind the line of scrimmage. So for really the first time tonight, Putnam City North in a fourth and very long, 4th and 16 coming up here, ball on the 49, and wisely they're going to punt the football. So Piedmont able to get a stop on this series thanks to that holding call that moved the Panthers back. So now they're back in punt formation, and Wildcats are going to get the ball back. Quick punt. Just going to let it bounce out of bounds. It hits out of bounds at about the 18. It looks like it'll be about the 21 where they'll mark it. And we got the official walking it off. And he's going to give him a generous spot. 21 yard lines where he's marking it. So 1:56 to go in the third quarter. All PC North Panthers in this one, 26-3. Timeout on the field. We'll be back as soon as they are ready to start playback. So we will be back shortly. And back here with 1:56 to go in the third quarter, Putnam City North leads 26-3. Panthers Piedmont with a long field here. They got it. They can't turn the ball over now. Trying to give the ball up the middle, maybe a yard. And again, that's just a play that just has not been there for Piedmont all night long. They've been trying to run that play up the middle. This time it was number 16. That's Brock Tatar with the run up the middle. Going nowhere. Just has not been there tonight for them. Michael Johnston here with you, calling all the action for you for our inaugural stream, SportsZone Oklahoma. We'll be here again next week as the Putnam City North Panthers take on PC West. Piedmont, again, trying quarterback keep up the right side. He's going to get up to about the 18. So, pretty good run. 3rd and 3 coming up. So 3rd and 3 from the 18. 50 seconds to go in this third quarter. So we are almost into the fourth quarter here. toss out, and there's nowhere to go. Just nowhere to go. PC North guys just swarm quickly, drop them for a loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down as the clock ticks down. So we're going to flip the field. We're coming up to the end of the 3rd quarter, and this one is all Putnam City North. They lead 26-3. We'll be back as soon as they start the 4th quarter action right after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And we are back here at Putnam City North High School, waiting to get the 4th quarter underway. All Putnam City North Panthers, 26-3 at this point. Piedmont coming out on the field, and we are getting ready to start the 4th quarter. So 2 impressive weeks for the Panther defense. Piedmont still looking to try to get one in the end zone. They got a long field to go right now. Flag on the field, defense offsides. Not going to give them a 1st down, but definitely keeps them close to the sticks. So if you're Piedmont trailing 26-3 in the 4th quarter and you've got about less than a yard to go, and they're going to give it to them. They're going to give them the 1st down. So Piedmont's offense is going to come back on the field, and they're going to get another set of chains to try to keep this ball moving. They got a long ways to go, especially when they don't have a passing game. So that Jet offense just can't find anything right now. The PC defense just swarming. The guys up front getting a big push. Linebackers, everybody is where they're supposed to be. Very, very few blown assignments tonight for those Panthers. And looks like we might see a little bit more pressure coming this time. And the give is, it's another pitch, and he's hit during the pitch. That's a loose ball. That's a live ball. And PC North, let's see who gets it. It looked like North had it, but the officials are saying that Piedmont got it back. So just another dangerous play. So Piedmont keeps the ball. They manage to jump on it, but there's just so much pressure coming so fast up front for the Panthers that Piedmont, there's just no time for that. They're trying to fake that fullback and then pitch to the motion tailback, and there's just not enough time. And you have the guys on the outside for Putnam City North flying to the football, and by the time that fake is done and they're pitching that ball, there's somebody in that tailback's face. So just the play is developing way too slow, and the Panthers are taking advantage of it. We have another flag here, delay a game on Piedmont, so we're going to back them up 5 more yards. So going the wrong direction, more mistakes. A lot of stuff to look at in the film room on Monday for the Wildcats. A lot of mistakes that need to be cleaned up before their next game. And again, in the past, having coached an offense that Piedmont's trying to run, that has to be bang bang. It has to be really quick. There can't be any delay running that kind of an offense. Quarterback fakes the fullback, tries to keep it himself up the middle, and nothing there. And if you see on that play, Piedmont's outside linebacker quick to get up to the tailback that was in motion, taking away that pitch. So with what Piedmont's trying to accomplish, if there's nothing in the middle or the quarterback can't hold that ball and take off, then there's just nothing there. Everybody on that Panther defense playing their assignments as they're supposed to and really taking away every option here. And when you can't throw the football in this type of an offense, you get very, very limited, and there's just not a whole lot you can do. Again, we have 2 wide receivers out for Piedmont here. We have double wing with a fullback in motion. Quarterback pressure in his face immediately. He tries to throw, and it's picked off. That's picked off by the Panthers' number 22, and that is Tice Mythen with the pick. So talking about how Piedmont needed to be able to throw the ball, but, on that play, he had pressure in his face immediately. It looked like the center was pushed back in his face. He really couldn't step in and throw the football the way he needed to, and the result is a sailing ball that's easily picked off. So Panther offense back out on the field, short field of play again from the 35-yard line, 10:23 to go in the fourth quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised if PC North doesn't put another one on the scoreboard here very soon. It's just Piedmont just overmatched tonight, just way overmatched, not being able to get a push. So we'll see what they dial up here. So Laverty has it, looking out in the flats. He's got a guy out there, look like a little bubble screen, and that is number 7, Andre Williams. And he just didn't have anywhere to go. He's slammed to the ground. Looks like he's injured. We got flags on the field after being slammed to the turf. Everybody just trying to a little bit of frustration on the Piedmont side of the football. It can be understood. These guys came into this game after their big win last week. Definitely hoping for an upset if you're those guys, and it just hasn't gone your way tonight. And so here in the fourth quarter with 9:48 to go, now with a flag on the field, the clock continues to run. The clock should be stopped right now. Not sure why the clock is running, but it continues to run. I think the officials are going to need to get a hold of that. They're going to have to put some time back on that clock. There should be about 10:20 to go on the clock. They've had about a minute run off, and now they stop the clock with 9:30 to go. So they walk it off. They're not going to put any time back on the clock. All during that penalty and why they were talking about it, the clock continued to run. Now it's running again, 9:27 to go in the fourth quarter. I don't think Piedmont's really going to worry about the clock, extra time coming off the clock. And we have whistles again, more flags on the field. Clock stops with 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Going to back up the Panthers a little bit more. So 1st and 15. Got three receivers out there to the right. Nwakwo ISO down here on the bottom. Maybe a corner route for him. DB's backing off on there, but that throw to the corner, no, he ran us, and he just pitches it outside. And it's a fumble picked up, but they're going to call it dead. At first it looked like a catch and a fumble for Keyshawn Denton, but the officials say no, incomplete pass. Heads up play by the Piedmont defender, picking it up though. That last play, you had Nwakwo and ISO down here on the bottom. They could have ran a corner route to him in the end zone. He's stacked down there. We've got 2 receivers split out to the right side. Laverty looking to throw. He looks on the out route, and he finds that's number 19. We don't know who that is. We don't have that on the roster, but for very short gain. Have to find out who that is for next week. Third and 15. Going to need something here. they're going to go for it on fourth down. I mean, at this point, this place in the field, you got 2 downs to get a first down here. So maybe something short over the middle, get half of it now, and then maybe take your shot. But he's going to throw the out route. That's complete to Nwakwo. He breaks loose, and he's up inside the 10. Inside the 15. So about the 14-yard line for Jeff Nwakwo. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 2. We'll see what the Panthers do here. Do they throw? Do they run? And looks like we might have, Piedmont jumps. Defense jumps. That's going to give them a first down. So once again, more mistakes for Piedmont. That's going to give them a fresh set of downs. So we're going to have 1st and goal from the 9. Panthers looking to extend their lead. 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Laverty gives up. He cuts inside. He's got room. Touchdown, Panthers. Amarian Normant cuts back inside and scores the touchdown. Panthers extend their lead. Check this out in the replay.
Laverty
he just cuts
gives
up.
He
sees
cuts
the big
inside.
hole in the
He's
right
got
side,
room.
and he is gone. Nobody around.
Touchdown
Panthers. They're going to line up for the extra point. And the point after is good. So 33 to 3 is your score right now in the fourth quarter. Panthers rolling right now. That last touchdown of Marian Normant, and just great vision by Normant. He takes it, cuts back against the grain, wide open space, just marches into the end zone. Nobody around him. 7:37 to go in the fourth quarter. 33 to 3. Panthers all over the Piedmont Wildcats. And we're just going to hang on and hold it right here. We're not going to go anywhere. And Piedmont just really no answer, to what Putnam City North is doing here. And the PC North Panthers, I mean, a lot of people consider them the best team in the West when you split the state of Oklahoma. Of course, up, eastern Oklahoma, you got Jenks and Union. But here in the West, PC North, the cream of the crop this year, right? And they have high expectations for this team. Head coach Ryan Laverty in practice earlier this year, the word state championship has been mentioned. And, they have a ton of talent. And so it's just what's the ceiling for them? How far can they take it? So they're out here to kick off again. Piedmont is going to get the ball again. But these Panthers just impressive in the first 2 weeks. He cuts it up the sidelines, found a hole, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by the kicker. So if there's one weak spot for this Panther football team tonight, it's special teams. And it's something that their coaches are going to have to definitely work on this week. They do have a couple of weeks with opponents that you would expect them maybe to get a win against, but there's room to work. I mean, so, as they continue to march towards the playoffs and at the end of the year they finish with a game up at Stillwater, some mistakes that they have to clean up, but they got plenty of time to work on that. But all other aspects of the game, very impressive tonight, and they looked pretty good last week too against Putnam City. So Piedmont with the ball at the 45. Motion, give up the middle, nothing again, just nothing. Wesley Morrison on the carry and just swarmed. And, he's slow to get up right now. And that these players for Piedmont just dejected right now. I mean, they expected to play better against this North team, and it just hasn't happened. But they need to shake it off. I mean, they need to get ready for next week. It's one game in a very long season, and so they have talent on that team, and they just have to stick with it. They can't drop their heads. Just keep fighting. Keep moving forward. Motion again, give up the middle, And quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to cut up and gets about 6 yards. That was a good carry. Levi Davis with the keep and starting to see some jawing on the sideline. And frustrations, that's what happens. People start talking. You can see the official telling them, back off, go do your thing. And at this point for the Panthers, the last thing you need is some kind of stupid penalty for running your mouth or something that's going to cause you to not be able to play. Or, these coaches for North, they're pretty strict with their players, and they're not going to tolerate the personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So Piedmont again with the ball. Quarterback's going to keep it up the right side and maybe get a couple. Just nothing there. The Panthers defense just swarms quickly. And that's number 39, Tony Thomas with the stop. He's a a junior linebacker. So Davis just not nowhere really to go. And, all night they've been trying that. They've been trying the fullback. They've been trying that pitch. Had several turnovers because of it. That offensive line just not getting a push up front. They pull out of their formation. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. With 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter, we have a timeout. All right, everybody. 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. This is all PC North, 33-3. Just taking a look here. We got some comments. Just going to check the YouTube comments here. Again, we brought up, my apologies. We don't have great sound from the field today. We've had some technical difficulties we're working through. Scoreboard goes to PC and Bama 2 turnovers, talent level. Clock still running on incomplete pass. Yeah, it was. So, it's early in the year. There's mistakes. There's mistakes going to be made everywhere. Piedmont with the ball. We're back into action, facing some pressure, and we have another flag. This one looks like it's going to be against Piedmont, and that's going to back them up 5 more. So a 3rd and 3 is going to turn into a 4th and 8, or a 4th and 3 turns into a 4th and 8. My apologies. I think for Piedmont, you just, you try to put something on the board. You try to have something that you can look at to take away a positive from tonight. You head into, you go look at the film Saturday or Monday, and you just try to fix the things that are broken. The offensive line, they're going to really need to work hard this week. They're just, look at this, they're swarmed. Davis is just swarmed. There's just nowhere for him to go. And there's a personal foul penalty right there. One of the Piedmont players grabbing the face mask of Demarion Mason, just slinging him to the ground, and that player should be ejected for that. We'll have to wait and see what happens here, but that you just can't happen. And Mason's upset, and he has a right to be, but he can't retaliate. PC North has got to stay focused, and you can't let your anger get the best of you. So Mason, smartly, his teammates and the coaches get him off the field. Let him cool down. And so we'll have to see. The officials are talking with the Piedmont coaches as well. Looks like we're going to have So it looks like the officials were going to call personal fouls on both players and offset the penalty. Now, I don't know. I have to disagree with this. So they're actually – I'm not sure really what the – it looked like he called offsetting penalties. But Mason was grabbed by the face mask and slung completely to the ground well after the play. But PC North with the ball. That was a 4th down play, so the ball turns over on downs. Laverty hands off up the middle, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Who was that? That was, not sure, don't have a number there. Number 2, that was J.D. Allen. Allen with the carry, gets a couple of yards. Clock will continue to run, 4:56 to go in the 4th quarter. And North just letting the clock run. No hurry here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Laverty steps up. They don't want to delay a game penalty. 5 on the play clock. Snaps it. He's going to give it to Allen, who cuts back and makes a nice move. Jumps over a guy, and he's very close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. So J.D. Allen with the run. Impressive little run there. He's got some moves on him. Very, very close to a first down. Looks like they're going to be just short. 3rd and 1 coming up. They'll continue to let the clock run. 4:10 to go in the 4th quarter. 25 seconds on the play clock. Panthers just running it down. You would think that they're probably going to hand off again. They just need to get the first down, keep the clock running. And the defense jumps again. So another mistake by Piedmont, and it's going to be an automatic first down for the Panthers after the defense jumps off sides. That'll stop the clock with 3:52 to go in the 4th. So fresh set of downs for the Panthers. But no, they're going to call a false start on the offense. So they're saying a false start on the offense, so that's going to back up the Panthers 5 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 6, so probably going to go to the air here to try to pick up the first down. At this point, probably with the field position, Coach Laverty might go for it on 4th down at this point. I don't know why you would, you're pretty safe down here. Your defense has been smothering Piedmont. So they probably have 2 downs to get these 6 yards. So Laverty looking to throw. Pressure in his face. He gets away from it. He's scrambling up the middle. Plenty of room to run, and he's knocked down at the 40, but that will be a first down. Looked like he lost the ball, but they're calling him down at the 40. So Carson Laverty with the great play, a little bit of pressure, steps away from it, gets upfield, finds the opening, scrambles up to the 40, and gives the Panthers a new set of downs, and the clock will start, and it is 3:19 to go in the 4th quarter. And this has been all PC North tonight. So right now, what you're thinking if you're Coach Laverty is you're just telling your guys, secure the football. We don't need any turnovers. We don't need to do anything crazy or ridiculous. Just secure the ball. No turnovers right now. So Laverty looking to hand off. He's giving it up the right side. He cuts back. He's cutting inside, and about a 7-yard pickup for Keyshawn Denton, number 4, on the carry. So that's going to bring up, it looked like he might have, the clock continues to run, so I guess they're saying he didn't run out of bounds. So it looks like 2nd and 4 coming up as the clock continues to run. Carson looking to throw over the middle. It's complete to his receiver. That's Russell for another catch over the middle. So Panthers still marching the ball down the field. New set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball on the 16. Keon Russell with a big night tonight. I apologize. I don't have any stats in front of me. Haven't been able to keep stats, but a big night for Russell. He's had a lot of catches. Just a really solid night for this PC North offense. Laverty giving up the middle. He's fighting for Keyshawn Denton, fighting for more yards. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 3. Got Laverty keeps, but we got more flags on the field. .53 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. And I think they're just going to keep it on the ground, run this clock out. I'd be surprised if they put another one in the end zone here. I think you just keep the ball in bounds, don't go out of bounds. You got to run 2 more plays and you're out of here with another solid win for the Panthers. For Piedmont, you get on that bus and go back. It's a short trip down the turnpike and up Northwest Expressway. You just regroup. You get ready for next week. Laverty looking to throw. He's throwing through the corner. He's got Nwakwo and penalty. So he goes for it. Laverty goes to Nwakwo for trying to get the touchdown. They're not giving him the touchdown, but there is flags down. It kind of looked like the ball was underthrown, and Nwakwo was trying to come back to it, and he may have interfered. This might be offensive pass interference. And they're calling it on the offense. So they're going to call it on Jeff Nwakwo. So that's going to back it up a little bit further. 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. So, and it didn't look like he caught it. So it was hard to tell from our vantage point. But so that's going to back the Panthers all the way back to about the 40. So, I think at this point you just keep the ball on the ground. You get out of here with your win and, you end it with that. So we'll have to see what they do here. So the ball officially on looks like the 42-yard line. It's like 2nd 31. Again, 42 seconds to go. The game's in hand. It's time to just get out of here. So we'll see what happens. They're still lining up 4 wide. Keyshawn Denton in the backfield. Laverty in the gun. And he's still throwing. It's a shovel pass up the middle. And he's got room to run. Nobody there, and he's going to get up there. That is Hayden Thornton, the junior. The heck of a run.
And he's got room to run. Nobody there, and he's going to get up there. That
as much as he can get. And so the Panthers are not giving up here. Clock's running, 14 seconds to go. Laverty throwing for the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Russell. 7 seconds to go. So the Panthers not happy with a 33-3 lead. They want more. So they're looking to put 40 on the board. And it's 4th down and 8. They're going to have one more play here. Kind of no matter what happens, I think this is kind of going to be it for them. So, and Laverty looking to throw again. He steps up and he throws it for the corner, and it's out of our camera range. And that throw to Nwakwo, incomplete, pass interference call. There's zeros on the clock. So it looks like we'll have one more offensive play. It looks like the Panthers they're not happy with their lead. They're going to go for another touchdown. So they're going to air this one out, I would expect, and they're going to go for the end zone again. All the Piedmont coaches, they're all out on the field. They're all walking to the end. Some of their guys are walking to the I guess they got a guy limping here. So we're going to hold it right here. We're almost done. There's zeros on the clock. There's going to be one play coming up. one offensive play, and barring a defensive penalty, that will end the game. So even ball's on the 8-yard line. I don't know. I think you should just take a knee here. You know. But we'll see, you know. All right. Should be the last play of the game coming up. Got Norment in the backfield with Laverty. We got stacked a bunch formation, 2 receivers to the right. He's going to throw for it. He's throwing. He throws a jump ball to Nwakwo in the end zone, and it is touchdown. Touchdown Panthers, last play of the game. A jump ball to Jeff Nwakwo for the touchdown for the Panthers. So Panthers put another one on the board. $39-3 for the PC North Panthers. There won't be an extra point, so the PC North Panthers, they win 39-3 in a big win over the Piedmont Wildcats. So a last-second play with no time on the clock. Carson Laverty throws a jump ball up to Jeff Nwakwo for the touchdown, and that's how this one is going to end tonight. So very, very impressive win. Very, very impressive win for the Putnam City North Panthers. Spreading the ball around, Piedmont really just did not have an answer for anything tonight. And they get out of here with a big win. So next week we will be here as Putnam City North hosts Putnam City West in a short little Northwest OKC crosstown rival, and we will have to see how that plays out next week. You would expect another great game coming forward for the Panthers as they march towards their ultimate goal, which is going deep in the playoffs. So coming up for them is Putnam City West, and then they have another home game here against U.S. Grant, and then they will head on the road. I believe it's to Del City later on this year. They also have Lawton at home, and they have Midwest City at home, and then they also will head on the road to Deer Creek and to Stillwater to end the season. So still a lot of work ahead, but very, very promising for the Putnam City North Panthers tonight. 39-3 winners. Thank you for joining us on SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please leave your comments. And thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week.